Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, how are you? If you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. Today's video we're going to be debunking 5 myths about asexuality. As someone who is on the asexual spectrum, I know asexuality is a orientation that is highly debated and misunderstood, so there are a lot of myths around it that are simply not true. So I'm going to be debunking 5 of the most common myths about asexuality today. Let's get into this. I'm so excited. The first myth about asexuality, one of the most common ones, is that asexuality is just a phase or a result of trauma. So this is a really common one, like I just said, that asexuality is temporary or a consequence of past negative experiences. However, being asexual is just like any other sexual orientation, like homosexual, heterosexual, bisexual, pansexual. It's not something that needs to be changed or fixed. While some people experience sexual changes after a traumatic experience, asexuality is not that. You are born asexual just like you were born heterosexual or bisexual or homosexual. Asexuality is just a lack of sexual attraction to others, and that's it. It's not something that needs to be fixed, and it's not a phase. The second one is that asexuals don't experience any form of attraction. Another really common myth about asexuals is that we don't experience any form of attraction whatsoever, and this is simply not true. While people who are ace or on the asexual spectrum may not experience sexual attraction or not experience it that often, we can still experience other forms of attraction, such as romantic, platonic, aesthetic, emotional attractions. There is not just sexual attraction out there. There are so many other ones that we can experience. Asexuality is about the absence or lack of sexual attraction, not all of the attractions that human beings can experience. So for me, I'm demisexual and biromantic, so I am romantically attracted to more than one gender. So yeah, one of the more common misconceptions, but it's definitely not a thing, asexuals can definitely experience other forms of attraction. Yeah, third myth is that asexual people are just celibate or have a low sex drive. So asexuality is often confused with celibacy or just having a low sex drive. However, they're not the same thing. Celibacy is a mental choice where you are actively not having sex or participating in sexual activities, while asexuality is an inherent lack of sexual attraction. Also, I was just gonna say, there are asexuals who have sex, so like that also debunks that. There are plenty of people on the ace spectrum who still have normal or even high sex drives, but their desire for sexual activity is not directed at anyone. Another really common myth about asexuals is that asexual people can't find fulfilling relationships. This myth is entirely false. Asexual people can find happy, loving, fulfilling, committed relationships just like everyone else. I know, shocker. We can form deep emotional connections and experience romantic love. Now, there are people who are aromantic and asexual, but that also doesn't mean that they don't want to be in partnerships either. You can still find someone, even if you're aro-ace. In fact, there are many ace folk who are in happy, healthy, committed relationships, either with other people on the asexual spectrum or people who experience sexual attraction but understand and respect their asexuality. It's just about communication and what everyone is comfortable with. You can literally have a perfectly fine relationship without having sex. Or if the asexual person doesn't mind those kind of things, just figure out boundaries within the relationship. It's not that hard, and asexuals can be in loving, happy, healthy relationships. And the fifth and final myth about asexuality is that asexuality is a medical or psychological disorder. No, it's not. Asexuality is not a medical or psychological disorder. Asexuality is not a disorder or medical condition. It is a completely normal and valid sexual orientation. Asexuality is also recognized by many professional organizations, including the American Psychological Association, and it's important to remember that asexuality is just like any other sexuality. It should be respected and acknowledged and treated the same way as anyone else's sexuality. So there you have it, debunking some of the most common myths about asexuality. It's really crucial to educate ourselves and spread accurate information about the LGBTQ+ community and asexuality in particular, because a lot of people don't really know about it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was informative. Let me know in the comments what your favorite myth about asexuality is, and if you want to see a part 2 of this video, debunking more myths about asexuality. I love doing this kind of content, so be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.